Okay.
Alright.
Sorry, Matt. Experience something that you thought about for a little bit, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So, a couple options that you got. So, obviously you can call us up at the 1-800 number. Okay. What we're going to do is make you do the, pay for everything either up front or add it into the monthly. So, it's going to be your activation, which is about $199. The installation, which is about $250. The equipment for the system that we built will be about $1,100. And then the cams, it's going to run you about $900 for the two. And then for the cloud storage, it's going to be about $90 or so. Okay. And then with this, obviously, we would love for you to pay all this. You know, ADT's going to make a lot of money. So, you can call us up at the 1-800 number, pay all this, and then the monthly is going to be roughly anywhere between $90 to $130. Okay? Just kind of depends on what you qualify for. So, like I said, you have the two options with us. So with me, what it is, we get to cover all of the upfronts for you. So all of this is going to be $0. And then your monthly will go from that price down to the $86 like I quoted it. Okay? Either way, if you get us an hour later, this is my area, so it's just going to give you the credit no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
We would just prefer to help you out right now.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense.
We have 3 requirements.
Oh, sorry. So, Matt, if you do it with me, we just have 3 requirements from you. One, obviously, just being keep the sign out front, so that way the neighbors can see it. You are advertising home, so while we're getting everything to 0 for you. 2, just keep the system connected, obviously, just in case of an emergency. We'd love to do that and help you out. And then 3, just tell your friends and family about it, but also don't brag to the neighbors because not everybody can get this deal. A2 go bankrupt.
Yeah.
Can you do that for me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I can definitely do that.
High five.
Beautiful. So yeah, the magic in that one too. One, so he built out a ton of value and said, hey, you're always can call ADT and do this option. This, and then he obviously the better option is the 86. Right there, what he first did is he goes like, does that sound okay? And he almost asked for the sale right there, which is why it got awkward. But what he did do at the second time is he goes, hey, we have 3 requirements from you. Do you have any problems keeping a sign out for me? What does he answer to that question? No. What's the first word I made him say after I gave him the 2? I mean, he said yes, right? I said, hey, obviously this could be the better option. We just have you do 3 things for us. Do you have any problem keeping a sign out? No, I don't have any problem with that. He just agreed to that second option by asking him that question, by making him do it a requirement. So that's why it was a lot smoother on the second one.
I do that on every deal. All right. Everything out on every deal.
Yeah. So stack close, if you guys are getting at homes and not closing, it's helping them just see, like working with you, what they get, and then you can build it out. Like you can put consult fees, wire run fees, whatever you want to put on there. Like you can list it out and make that thing super long. So hey, look, my time is valuable. ADT's going to send your salesman out here and upsell you on everything. If you want to call it up, it's what we want the neighbors to do. Working with us as an advertising home, because you're out here and my techs are here, this is what we get it for. These are the 3 requirements, otherwise it's a no deal though, okay? And so like you kind of have the control of the conversation. The big thing is like, you have to be nonchalant and you don't give a shit which way they do it. It's like, yeah, if you want to, and the neighbors are gonna, there's only 2 times to get it, before or after. If you want to buy it, no worries, all good. If you work with me today though, great. Either way, like this is my area, so I'll get taken care of, and we're going to look after your neighbors. This is the one that a lot of the neighbors have been choosing because they want to be proactive.
Cool. We got to run through these quick because we got you got any
quick question? What part of the process are you bringing that up? Using that close?
The price drop.
Price drop, put in the SOP. Okay.
Price drop. If they give you any quals with the price drop,
At that point, you kind of have
no
one back.
matter what, you should do it.
I would say if you're struggling to close, that is a really, really solid way that you will be able to build value.
I use the requirements at the price drop every time. So if you're doing regular ADT, hey, $1,600 bucks, you can always call ADT. They're a business. They want to take your money. if you work with me today, we're gonna take care of all of that, so you're paying zero. We do have you do 3 things for us though. You got any problem keeping a sign out for me?
No.
Are you cool with giving me referrals? Like if you like something, you'll tell your friends and neighbors?
Yes.
So you have to go to Walmart, wear an 80 t-shirt, and talk to 13 people you don't know. No, I'm just kidding, man. Just keep the sign out for me. And then the third thing is just flexibility with technicians. We have them all out here. We can't pay them going all over town. So we're just knocking them all out while they're out here. If you do those 3 things, we pay for everything, make it something you don't even have to think about. I just need the phone number for you real quick. Was it 504?
So just instead of doing the SOP on the iPad, you would just write it out.
Yeah, just put
Yeah, and then that's,
Okay.
yeah, like, if they're giving you a price objection or whatever, you can build more pain by like writing everything out and doing it that way.
That's why I have to practice that.
We have the paper SOPs too.
Alright, Ron's team.
we got Mike D's.
Mike D?
Mike D's up.
Alright, let's go Mike D. Turn this up.
Mike B.
Alright, what's your load? Research book. Alright, research book.
Oh, this is money.
This is about to be money.
Money.
Alright, take any need for research out of the equation for them. So I'll be like the customer, and when it sounds good, I just gotta do some research, like think it over with the wife.
Yeah, for sure, man. What were some of the things that you were wanting to research? Usually it's like, obviously people look at the price comparison, the product fact check that they're getting into, and then the company that they're dealing with. Am I in the right ballpark? Was one of those 3 things?
Yeah, I just gotta see like if the service is good, because I used to have you guys in the past, and when it went off, nobody called.
Yeah, well, for sure, man. Well, obviously now with the older systems, with the landline, I mean, obviously they didn't really call anybody. Now that our system is be cellular, it's priority 1 of the police department, and they could be here within 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. But obviously, I came prepared. If I was here on your doorstep, knowing that I was giving you a great deal with a great price, and that the company was legit, would you do it?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. All right. And your email?
Money.
That's so money.
Good job, Mike B.
Yeah.
So, and sometimes guys, like, I have a lot of interactions, a lot of deals that were like that, right? That it was uncomfortable, the customer got weird, they looked at me weird, and it was like kind of like this boxing match, but it forced them into a decision, right? They either gave me a yes or they gave me a no. Like, it wasn't like they were just gonna shoo off this guy and he's gonna go to the next house. Like, you're willing to put yourself out there and make bold statements like that, and it opens it up. And a lot of the times you're going to get to the bottom of the objection, because like we're talking about this in our group, it's like an iceberg, right? They're showing you 10%. They're just telling you, oh, we need to think about it. But down here, it's like, is this guy legit? Is there a contract? Has anyone else in the neighborhood got it? How do the products work? So there's all these underlying objections. That's the reason that they're not giving you their billing. But they're not telling you that. All they're telling you is I need to think about it, or I need to do research, right? But by doing that, what Mike just did, it's forcing to like to zoom out and actually see what's going on. It's forcing them to tell you what's actually going on, right? Maybe it gets a little bit uncomfortable, but at the end of the day, you have to realize that you're helping them, right? They bought their house 10 years ago. One of the first things they thought about was getting security. If you buy a $500,000 house today, when you bought a house, what's one of the first things you thought about?
I got security straight away.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, how am I going to protect this, right? I have kids, I have family. But over time, people just get, they get distracted, this, that, and the other. I'll tell people, I'm like, hey, you moved in 10 years ago. I'm like, you've probably thought about this on and off for the past 10 years, but you haven't done it. I'm here to get it taken care of today. We're going to take care of all the time, all the money, and all the hassle. And you know you're getting the best company, the best product, the best service, because it's ADT and we're paying for all of it. So let's just get it off the honey-do list, like ripping off a Band-Aid. What was your email? And like, it's forcing them to like, are we doing this or not, you know? Like, take away that veil of like bullshit that they're giving you.
And the key there, like Mike's dropping heat, you got to be in the home to do this, and you got to already have emotional tie downs. So Mike is a king of asking questions on the doorstep. What do you do for work? How long you been here? Have you guys looked at it? So he knows that they already want it. So like when they start giving pushback, he can use those lines because he's already staked them in emotion. He's like, guys, you've already told me that you wanted to do this. You said you're going to do it in the future. Like, instead of you buying it down the road after something happens, save you time, money, and hassle. But if you're not asking those qualifying questions, you can't use ballsy lines like that. So like, it's kind of like he's alley-ooping himself, so that if he needs to, he can dunk it with a hard line like that. So,
And it goes to name dropping too. Like if you're building credibility by name dropping and you get them comfortable with you, it's a lot easier to use those lines, you know, later down. It'll work more because it's more personal. But that was great. Good job. All right, let's rally through these. Kyle.
Kyle's team. Let's
Now you're representing this.
What y'all?
Ours is not interesting.
Oh, this is endorsement club?
Yeah.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Cheers.
Look at that cut.
I'm not endorsing.
Everyone,
Yeah, no, perfect. And just like I was telling you, I'm just waiting to. We're just trying to get the sign up fine. As long as you guys can keep the sign up on for us, we're gonna be able to pay for everything for you guys. All y'all have to do is qualify for the program. If you guys don't qualify for the program, you won't be able to do it.
Yeah, I just, like I said, I don't think this is something I'm interested in today. I think I'll just think about it though later.
Yeah, no, definitely. Most people don't look into security until after the fact they get broken into. So that's why we're here, trying to give you guys a more of a proactive approach for you guys. And that's why we're here to help you guys and give you guys a bunch of zeros next to the equipment for y'all. As long as you guys can even qualify for the program, because if you don't qualify,
So how do I qualify?
yeah, no, definitely. And qualify.
I mean, that's money.
nice, dude. Yeah, that's all it takes. That's all it takes. Just pushing through those little barriers, right? Pushing those first one. Did you learn any other ones for not interested? Were you in that group? What else did you learn about not interested? What's another quiver you got in there?
I don't really have anything.
Okay. Thanks, Al. All right, back to Lamont.
Let's go.
All right,
Let's go, Robbie.
we've got the last chance close. Creating urgency. We have to do this today for X reason. Yeah, man, it sounds good. I just need to make sure this is like going to fit in my budget. Just got like, a lot of expenses right now, so if you give me your card, I'll call you tomorrow.
Yeah, of course. Like I said, I'll give you a card after we're finished up here. But basically what we're going to do for you, like you said, you know, you want to take care of that budget and make sure that's, you know, one of those things that you're going to be able to pay for in the monthly.
Right.
So what I'll be able to do for you, tell you what, are you a competitive person?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm in like a bit of a competition with the other guys at the office. Like I said, we already got Mr. John hooked up. I only need one more home on the street. So what I'm going to go ahead and do for you, I'll take away that installation fee for you, and I'll also take care of the first 2 months. Sound good?
Good deal.
Yeah, Robbie.
So,
Yeah, what else you like?
Where do they come from?
I think a big thing with that is the point of the last chance close is to say like, hey, there's a reason why like, we have to do this today. So a big line for me that I'll use is like, hey, my boss makes me do 5 of these a day. I need 2 more. I got that one for Ron. I need 2 more. It's kind of a critic, and so obviously, like it sounds like you guys want to do this. My job is just to set up 2 more homes on the street today. So when your neighbors call in later, they'll pay the actual price for this. And so it sounds like you guys want this, and I don't want you guys to have to pay that later. So, and then if they're still kind of like you're reading them and it still seems like they're pulling back a little bit, you can be like, so tell you what. I'll text my boss really quick and see, look into the budget, but we'll knock you out today and I'll take care of that installation for you. Save you guys $200. And so it's like, hey, there's a reason we're doing this today, and then I'm gonna put a little cherry on the top. And you just throw it in their face. And it's, yeah, if you say it with the right delivery, it's really hard to turn it down, especially if my objection was like, hey, sounds good, I want it, but I need to make sure the money fits inside the budget. And it's like, hey, there's a reason why I have to do today. No, you can't call me back tomorrow. There's no tomorrow. This is getting done today. I'm trying to beat my buddy Matt's ass today in the competition. And so, I'll tell you what, you help me out, I'll go ahead and cover that installation for you. And then it's like, okay, right on there. So,
We're going to the water park this week.
tell me
Alright,
when the
let's
water
go.
park. Yeah. You ever been to the water park?
Spouse closed. That would be me. So let's get Brady and let's get Hunter.
Yeah, Weezy.
So,
He's getting Maddie out here as a customer sometime.
Yeah. So let's do we'll do both of them. Let's do the first one, and then let's imagine that the spouse is there too. And then you can It's a great video.
So act like
So-
someone else isn't
Associated.
Yeah. Or yeah, she's inside. She's inside. You're on the porch.
So gotcha. Are you the person who takes care of the bills and whatnot?
No, it's usually the wife.
Gotcha. So that's perfect. My company actually requires me to ask both of these questions just so you both understand. So, okay, if you don't mind grabbing, and we can both sit down and talk to you.
Yeah, I got you.
So let's go. All right. So that one could be money because so use it as a tie down and use it as a qualifying, right? So hey, if we're gonna pay for it,
Oh yeah.
we have to qualify the home. Which one of you takes care of this kind of stuff? Is it you or your wife? Oh, both of you guys? Okay, well, both of you guys take care of it. My company actually requires me to talk to both of you if we are going to pay for it. Can you grab them real quick? And then, like, the tie down is to them getting it 0, right? You can pay for it later, but I need to talk to both for it if you want it 0. Because then it makes it more likely of them wanting to go grab it. If you can show them 1,600 and 0, which would you rather pay? Oh, I saved 1,600 bucks for go grab my wife. Yeah, I'm going to go grab my wife. You see what I'm saying? And then, yeah, so let's imagine that Wayne, you're married to Caleb, and both of you guys are there, and you're going for the close, and they tell you need to talk about it.
And they're telling me
They need to talk about it.
Money.
yeah. Sorry, I've been doing all the talking.
No, you say they object.
Gotcha. Yeah. So this sounds great and all, but I just think me and Galen need to talk about it.
Yeah, sorry. I've been doing all the talking. Miss Caleb, like, what do you think about it?
I mean, I think it's cool. What do you think about it?
We have some like time to think
Yeah,
about it.
man, look, this is what we're gonna do, and then just go on.
Yeah, I mean, so that's what it is, right? So like Grady did the right thing. A lot of the times, it's the same thing we talked about, the iceberg, right? It's like, oh, we need time to talk about it. Yeah, I've been doing all the talking. Well, I'll ask both of you guys. Caleb, what do you think of this? Wayne, what do you think about this? And it's forcing them to think through it together. Because a lot of the times their brain's turned off, right? And when you open that up, it opens up a discussion. Now, you might get what Caleb just got. Well, we still need time to think about it. And then what clothes would I use?
Leave your iPad there and walk out. That's what
Yeah, you can do that one. But what clothes would you use? The one you just heard, right? Hey, well, there's a reason we have to do this today, right? And so all these tie together. So add one in every single day before the meeting. So you use that clothes, which is really good. Hey, it requires me to talk to both of you. Bang, now I learned how to get inside the house. One step of the sale closer. Oh, we still need to talk about it. Well, I've been doing a lot of talking. Caleb, what are your thoughts on it? Wayne, what are your thoughts on it? Bang, maybe a solution resolved right there. Well, I think it's cool, I think it's cool. Hey, if both you guys are on board, let's get this knocked out for you. What was your email? Maybe the sale's right there. Maybe the sale's not right there. Maybe you get that again. Well, we still need to talk about it. Then what do I use?
Hey, yeah, no worries.
I use that line, right? And so you're just adding these all in together, right? So just learn one every single day as a quiver into your arrow. Because if you know none of this, then you lose that person. Then you can't even get inside to talk to the wife, right? Then when the wife's talking about it, okay, you leave. So like prepare yourself for all these different kind of situations, and then learn to tie them in all as a sale.
There's a lot here that I haven't even used that it's like, oh, I need to practice that. There's a lot of really good ones. So.
If they start doing that back and forth stuff, like, what do you think, what do you think? Take control. That is your chance to jump in and go, okay, well, I didn't hear a no, so we're gonna do it. Who are we gonna call first?
On
And take control of
Saturday,
that.
Same
Take
thing.
All right,
control.
questions. Let's get Zach to do it real quick. So gotta go, boys.
Oh, you got they have questions. That's the objection.
Yeah.
So this is the qualifying question. So like this is what you would do before dropping price. If you kind of feel like there's a little bit of like you don't know how they're gonna react to this, you drop this. You do this first.
Temperature check. Temperature check.
Yeah, this is the temperature check. This is before you drop price. So we've already, you just went over equipment, get straight into it.
Yeah, before we pay for everything, we need to just make sure you're a fit for us. You are the homeowner here, right?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Are you going to be here at least another year or two?
Yeah.
All right, for sure. If we paid for it, would you use it?
Yeah, I would use it.
Yeah, for sure. What's your favorite part about everything? You know?
The camera.
The camera?
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Yeah, I see that truck for sure. How often would you use it? Probably every day, right? Always on your phone?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, good. So there is 3 things we are going to ask for you, for us. Just keep the sign out, like I said, advertise for us. Be flexible with the text. We got 6 or 7 technicians in the area. Whichever one finishes up first, he's gonna pass over here.
Okay.
And then all you gotta do is just keep it connected. And like I said, we're gonna cover those doors, get those windows covered, and get those cameras for you. All you're gonna be paying is just $69, and that's the money we get. All right.
Money. Good job. Good job. Guys, so yeah, this is important. So all of us should have this PDF. And if you felt weird or awkward, keep practicing it. You're not going to get better. You're just going to be losing sales every single day on the doors. It's going to get awkward. You're going to lose them. You're losing them. Like, make sure you have it smooth as butter. And practice this stuff. And practice it in your head before you get to bed. And like meditate on it. Think about it. How would I say it? How would I say it? How did? No, that sounded weird. Okay, Caleb, Zach, Colton, like pitch people and practice those situations so that you get comfortable in them. Because those can be super effective. Management hears that all the time. Oh yeah, well I said that. Well, when you said it, I don't know, like, you know, you might have said it like a dummy, right? Because I know when I first tried to say those, I sounded like an idiot, like 20, 30 times, and I lost sales until I figured out how to make it smooth and how to make it something that I'm comfortable with.
The key to those questions is to get them tied down to what you're doing, and it puts the control back into us that I don't have to give you anything. Like, everyone's gonna get it, but I don't have to spend my money with you. Like, yeah, I want you to buy it, but I can walk out right now if I don't think this is a fit. And so, like, when you ask the question, would you even use this if I gave it to you? It's like you look at them and they're like, well, yeah, okay, good, because I don't want to spend all this money in somebody's house that's not even going to use my product. Does that make sense? Got it. Okay. How often would you use it?
Yeah. And we get our money based off referrals. If your best friend asked you what you like about it, what would you tell them, Zach? What would you like about this?
Yeah.
Time down to referrals, right? Hey, the sign, hey, referral. We got to get referrals. If your best friend asks what you like about ADT, what would you tell them?
The cameras are really nice.
Notepad. Okay?
Yeah.
Take his order. Then when he says not interested, what do you mean? You told me, like, what do you mean? Let's go. $60, dude. Your family? What's more important, $60 or your family? These are your words, not mine. So you can tie them down to that. That's why I always say keep a notepad. When you're doing these closing techniques, hey, what would you like about the system, Zach?
The doors beeping.
Okay, and then why do you like that?
In case my kids run out of that.
He can't give me the price objection. He just told me about his kids, dude. Zero way that he tells me no. I have so much power when I get into negotiation because he just told me what he wanted. Right? Alright, let's go sell some alarms. Okay.
It's fire. It's fire.
Oh, I have it.
This new bed. Caleb, see what band you're in.
Oh, yeah. If you want one, you can.
I just want to pray for
I'm a grandpa.
I want to pray for the baseball team and that they get the book that they got yesterday.
Thank you.
I want to pray for us to be persistent and just keep grinding out to find business on it. Amen.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.